that I don't accept.
We're live. It's Behind the Counter Podcast, live here on Insane Games TV. We're rocking and rolling. It's Monday, October 11th, 2021. We almost didn't do the show, but Mike went on a temper tantrum behind the counter.
I didn't go on a temper tantrum.
And how when I feel like not streaming, we don't do it. And then when anyone else does, I go on a rampage.
So I'll let you tell your side first.
I simply had a headache. It's Columbus Day. We could very easily just have not had a show. I mean, we're doing a little bit of a longer Danny NASCAR tonight.
We have a pretty good boss-employee relationship, but we're also friends. So the normal excuses for that kind of thing just don't cut it, my friend. A headache, Columbus Day, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Isn't it now Indigenous Peoples Day?
Is it, Dan?
I don't know.
I've never seen a softer attempt of a cop-out than Dan tried to whip out today.
It was a classic. I had to get pushed in to do it. Every day, you got to wake up and someone's got to push you.
He came out and he
something.
tried to break the news. He's like, yeah, Mike, I told Steve not to come in today. I don't think we're going to do the show. I kind of have a little bit of a headache. It's Columbus Day.
I said I had a headache. Not a little bit of a headache. I had a headache.
Are you fucking kidding me, Dan? And then he got super mad that I was calling him out because he knew I was right. But then he also was like, my headache's gone. I'm buying a shit ton of cookies for the show.
We had to
one of the most wild turnarounds I've ever seen.
We had carrot cake we were supposed to give out last week, so then we turned it into a thing.
I only had to slightly jam him up, and then it went from not doing it.
For the record, before we get started, I'm not taking the blame for this microphone over here. Okay, so Tommy Tight Cords had this microphone so tight, and I had to try to situate it for Niko, who's out having a family discussion somewhere. I don't know what he's doing. But I had to change the mic around, and I bent the USB cord. And I'm not taking blame if that doesn't work in a couple weeks. It should not have been that tight. That was completely unnecessary.
All right. Well, the problem was
completely absurd.
This thing right here. They're all facing the same way except for Niko's. Here he is. And he was upset that his was upside down and ours were facing this way, so we had to quick change it. And then Dan went on a rampage blaming Tom for the tightness of the cables.
Was it not absurd? See how tight it was?
And he bent the USB.
Is it not working?
No, it's working. I think it is. The light's on.
So luckily, that's an easily replaceable cord, but I'm sure Tom will give you a chewing.
I just don't understand why Tommy Tight Cord has to change it and make it so fucking tight. It's unbelievable.
Tommy Tight Pants.
It's outrageous.
But
Niko, welcome to the program. Been on the Dream Team. What
Dream
is your
Team?
role here? Are you just what we'll do is Niko have an official role or a title?
Put him on the spot.
I come wherever there's free food, and I was told there were Oreos today.
I mean, do we call him like intern Niko? Sales Niko? Like
He's the professor.
The professor. Okay, well that's a fantasy term.
We have the professor and the doctor.
But around the studio, I mean, that is true. We have this doctor and the professor here. We don't have a title for you and I yet. The chief.
The wetness.
No, it can't be like a role. The chief, the doctor, the professor. What's yours?
I'll think of one.
The enforcer?
I'll take it.
Not bad.
I decided to enforce Dan into doing this program today.
But Niko, welcome to the program. Of course, you have Steve and Mike. Another episode of Behind the Counter. We're going to do an Oreo taste test, I guess, of every single Oreo. I mean, I guess not every single one. But we don't have the mega stuff. We don't have the double stuff. And I forbid, with those Oreos sitting here that we've had for about 3 years, no one wants to munch on the regular Oreos that I have in the snack lounge. Okay, I forbid to buy a case of them. We'll use these.
We literally have at least 40 packages of those that have been sitting here, ranging from when we opened till about now. So
we'll
I don't think they go old.
We'll use those for the regular Oreos, but we have those all here. So we said to Niko, why don't you hop on? We'll do some of the Oreo. But really, the real reason why Niko is here, the real reason that Niko is here is, can't help but say, Niko, I absolutely destroyed you in fantasy football this week. Absolutely destroyed you.
He came to pay tribute, is what you're saying?
Do you have a rebuttal? Like, is there...
Who do you have playing tonight?
Itself, Latavius Murray.
It could end up being a more devastating beatdown than Dan laid on me.
Do you have someone tonight?
I still have Mark Andrews to go. The points just keep coming and coming and coming.
It's not a good place to be in when Dan is rolling.
It's okay. CMC back next week.
I think it's good for the league.
Will correct itself.
I hate to say, there's few, you talk about like the normal sports trends, like when the Yankees are in the playoff, it's good for MLB. When the Golden State Warriors are in the playoffs, it's good for MLB. There's certain people when they're good in fantasy football, it's better for the league. When I'm doing good, okay, I bring the excitement to the league. I'm sorry. And one can say, I'm not gonna lie, one can say when Toxic Tyler is around, okay, sometimes it's good as well. We haven't heard from Toxic Tyler in about 4 years because the team's been irrelevant. But now that his team is somewhat good, you're hearing a lot more of Tyler.
That's what I was gonna say. The fans have been waiting for you for maybe 6
Not
years.
really. Not really. I won not too long. I'm a two-time champion, Niko.
And not
Remember
since
that.
I've been here. I haven't seen one of them.
You have not seen one?
Yeah.
Well, get ready. Danny
Kryptonite.
pouring rain. It's pouring. It's coming down quick.
It's raining cats and dogs.
I'll have my Danny pouring rain monologue tonight on Danny NASCAR. Well, I'll dress
I was wondering if you were going to do one yesterday.
Oh, absolutely. No, I got to save it to the end of the week, the end of the actual. when I
Did
know
you
it's
hear
pretty
about
much
these
wrapped
segments
up.
he does?
The end of Danny NASCAR. The Danny NASCAR guys don't like it, but I talk about fantasy football for like 2 minutes. And I put the pouring rain background behind me, and I talk about fantasy for a minute in the pouring rain. I may add some thunder and lightning tonight.
That is pretty great.
And I give my assessment of the league. I give my assessment of the matchup I had that week and a quick assessment of the current league. And things are moving.
And let's
Things
just
are going.
say it was
Things are
pretty
changing.
sunny last
Mike
week.
has a very big night as well. Things are moving. The league's going back and forth right now.
Me and Tyler are locked in quite the heated battle.
Jeremy and Tom are locked in quite the heated battle.
Not anymore.
Mike.
Josh Allen and Dawson Knox settle something.
Let me give you some experience I know you don't have. Okay? Okay, but
Three-time
I've been down
champion.
the Owen Road.
Okay.
Okay? And when the bad luck is coming in the Owen Road, it comes. Okay? And it does nothing but keeps coming. Okay? So you know what? Jeremy can very easily knock out a 35 burger and Tom's right back to exit 5 of the Owen Highway. Okay? So it's not over until it's over.
If that happened to me, I would delete my app and jump off a bridge.
If I...
The Colts as a whole could physically score that many points.
You never know. You never know. If I went back and looked at the reason why I was 0-10, I'm pretty sure I got fucked a few times.
There was a couple of 1-point losses in there to keep the streak alive.
Mm-hmm. It was absurd. But
This
Tom
might
maybe can crack the finally. Of course, against Jeremy, that dog, he can't keep the train going, can he?
He had bad mojo. He came up to visit this weekend. He saw us face to face, and he ruined his team's luck.
But I think we've learned though, when it comes to fantasy, and of course you can get all the fantasy stats and matchups on the Dream Team when they talk about the analytics of the league. Here we just talk shit on Behind the Counter. They talk about all the analytics on the Dream Team. But I think we've come to learn that when you talk shit in fantasy, the fantasy gods strike you down. Am I wrong? Tyler talked shit. Saquon Barkley out 5 minutes later. Not even 5, 2 minutes later. He literally called you out in chat, and 2 minutes later got struck down when Saquon Barkley twisted his ankle. Out for the game.
I did send a text to Jeremy. I asked if he was confident in keeping Tom on the Owen Road this week, and he's just said, "Oh yeah." And as soon as he said that, Calvin Ridley was not making the trip to London. It was
One can
within
say-
seconds the news broke.
One could say I'm getting close to that line with my trash talking right now. I can get struck down pretty soon. But I'm keeping it clean. I'm keeping it clean.
Sent no less than 10 gifs of me vetoing a trade, and then my team went to complete shambles. Clyde, who knows what happened to him? He looked like he died on the field.
It was a rough week for Niko, but we'll get deep into it on Wednesday.
Yeah,
so.
full fantasy outlook and analysts and all that you can see in the Dream Team and
Well,
No Look. If you want to see a different approach, you can go to the No Look podcast.
A stinky approach. Oh, come on.
Well, Austin could be sitting 4-1. I mean, at what point do we say his team? I forbid to say his team is good. But
Me and Niko were discussing this. I said I'll go to my grave saying that team is not that good of a fantasy team. I will look at him with the Super Bowl ring and say his team is not that good if he
Making
wins.
us look like fools. Derrick Henry, us taking Dalvin and CMC over him. But
My jury's not out on Dalvin yet. You'll come
Wow.
through when it matters most.
But fantasy has one more night, and then the week 5 results are done, and then we'll see where the standings are. But catch all that on the Dream Team on Wednesday. But we also have Danny NASCAR tonight. NASCAR 21 Ignition giveaway, Steve. Big
Hell
thing
yeah.
going on there. It's going to be... Now, we got to come up with we're going to do a random. How did you say it before? We're going to do a random number, and whoever finishes that race with that number.
We at the beginning of the stream, we do a random number 1 to 12 because we usually have 12 races a night. Whichever race that is, we'll up to that race. Once we get to that race, we'll run the race, take a picture of all the finishing results, and then do a random number there. So no one tries to like
Manipulate the
Yeah.
results.
Well, shouldn't we just do... Can't we just do whatever race number? Say it pulls up 5. We can do race 5, and then when we get to race 5, can we after the race is over? Can't we just do a random number? And whoever's in that
Well,
position.
then it'll seem like you're
Yeah.
picking somebody.
What do you mean? Oh, we'll do it. Can you do it on the computer?
If
Yeah.
you can.
Where people
Okay,
can
cool.
see whatever number is getting picked. You just do 1 through 40, random draw.
That's smart then.
You go boom, 38.
I thought you were just gonna look at
Maybe
the
I
list
think we
and
should
be
do 1
like,
through 30. Let's be honest. 30 to 40 is normally either.
I sometimes hang out in that range.
I do too.
Or they're either, most of the time they're either trolls, people who quit, or they're not even know we're even streaming. I mean, I think it should be 1 through 30.
If they don't know that we're streaming, we give it a race, run it again.
Yeah, and we keep going until we find someone we know that's in the stream. Maybe we'll do that. We'll pick what race it starts at. Maybe we'll pick like 1 through 7. Whatever race, or we just say the 5th race of the night.
I think random would be a little more.
But we're gonna do that tonight. So we got that, and then we're gonna do. I think I want to do trivia too. Niko came up with a great process for trivia to do, where you can log in. Everyone can do it on their phone, and we'll do like a NASCAR. Not tonight.
Mhm.
We'll do a NASCAR trivia. That will be one night for giveaway for the NASCAR Ignition. We'll do a trivia. Whoever gets the most points for that, and it's like in the way Niko showed me, the way like if you don't answer right away. You get more points if you answer it right away. Am I right when I say that? But so like if someone's
Basic Kahoot.
so if someone's trying to quick look it up, it's gonna take them longer. They're not gonna get as many points as someone who actually knows it and quick answers the question immediately.
Am I eligible or
Yeah.
cool?
I was gonna say.
No,
you
there's
probably
no
know.
shenanigans, Steve.
Quiz.
What?
Said someone has to make the quiz.
Maybe me and Tom will do that.
I could help with that. I know a lot
Well, if
about-
you're taking the quiz, you
I
can't
can
make it.
if I'm helping with it, I'm not going to take the
Niko can
quiz.
make it.
Yeah. Well, you might want to take the trivia
Would
course.
you have to put in your own questions?
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't make it. I don't know.
Niko doesn't know what wheels left or right.
So it's kind of like the thing that Tommy used for our voting system then. When we
We're not using that
for the
hacksaw
fantasy-
website.
Yeah, we all did the vote
third-party
thing.
Add-ons.
What's that?
Or the Survey Monkey thing.
Oh yeah, that's what Tom
Yeah.
used.
It's Kahoot. It's basically like a quiz. So like Dan would log in on stream, it would show it
Kahoot.
up there. The questions. Everyone logs in on their phone, and like, so they'll get like a multiple choice, like 4 boxes to tap on their phone with the corresponding.
Okay.
And you just tap it.
So it's more like the Jackbox stuff that
Yeah,
Dave
yeah,
and
like a Jack-
Austin have done before.
Yeah, but you can like custom make a quiz. And stuff.
What's a good website for drawing random numbers?
Google just has a random number generator.
Yeah.
Oh.
It wouldn't be too hard to find that
Just
one.
type in random.
Well, you would think so. Then I'm gonna try to do it on stream. It'll take me forever. I'll get into some website that'll be some kind of virus, and next thing you know, shut everything down. I'll be blamed for that too.
What are you, 80? How is that gonna happen?
It does. Have you ever seen our luck around here when it comes to viruses and computer problems?
Dan is very inexperienced.
Not
in
really,
that.
Mike.
There's
I'm a Cisco master.
1 through pickerwheel.com.
Pickerwheel.com.
Yeah.
The sound effect's a little unnecessary.
It's kind of a must, actually. Why don't we
Boom,
just
number 6.
We'll try that.
Why don't we just use the fantasy football thing with the guys that run across the
Yeah,
screen?
these are the cars.
Well, this one seems quick. Well, no
I
one
was
cares
just
about
kidding.
the process of picking the number. Everyone wants to know what the number's going to be.
Yeah.
The suspense, though.
Yeah, but it's got to be like right when the race ends. I don't want any like before the race, position number 5. Could get
Yeah.
a little interesting with that though.
No,
A
it'd
lot of
be a
people
little
crashing
bit.
and dicing
You
and
would see
moving
a
people
lot of
around.
interesting
I got
movement.
to defend position number 8. But so that's gonna be tonight on Danny NASCAR giveaway for NASCAR 21. Then we're gonna do a trivia on it probably next week. So we're gonna have to get that set up. So that'd be pretty cool. What else is new around here? We got the new pickleball net.
Very wet.
22 feet. That's another reason why I have Niko on the program, because I kicked his ass in pickleball.
Mike,
You're taking a lot of Dan losses right now, I must say.
There's a lot of asterisks on that one.
The
What do you
rainwater
mean?
clan.
I want Niko to explain it. Explain to me what all the asterisks are.
So Mike and Steve were both there witnessing.
Right.
There's a line in the back of the court, which, new to me, you're not allowed to serve it past. I make my serve, lands right on the line. Dan doesn't even attempt. This is the game-winning serve.
Right. Yeah.
Dan doesn't attempt to hit it. Mike and Steve both call line so that the ball's in. So it's my point.
Game
Dan
over,
Asgar
technically.
goes crying, saying, they can't end on that.
That's
Dan
not what I said. No.
said that.
I didn't say the game can't end like that. What I said.
Exact words.
No,
I think
I
those words
said
just
that,
came
but you're
out.
saying no. You're not saying what I said before that. That it did not touch the line, and for that reasoning, the game can't end like that.
So,
I didn't even make an
our
attempt
two
for it.
Line judges both said that it hit the line, but apparently Dan overruled both.
Steve was chowing on chuckles in the chair, and Mike was probably drinking a
I was looking right at it.
Were they looking at
This
it?
was a highly intense game. I was going back and forth the whole time. I think you were making sure he was paying attention multiple times.
The ball had a nice slow arc, and it came down and it hit the line, and it made the specific tape
It
noise.
does not. There is no such thing. I'm so tired of hearing about the specific tape. Tom has like Johnny. Oh, I can tell. There's no fucking way you can hear the ball hitting a certain way on the tape. I'm sorry, that's just not
Dan
possible.
Came back and won after crying, and then I issued the rematch, and he got tired. He couldn't play.
Did he say he had a headache?
Yeah.
I didn't have a headache.
He had another headache.
First off,
I had a headache from listening to all the wine.
First off, hey, let me outline the situation. The game was what? 10-10?
No, 10-9.
10-9. Okay. Niko was serving. Niko hits the ball over. It was so clearly out that I didn't even make an attempt to hit it. I just stood there and let it hit the ground. These two right here, all of a sudden, he rules it out. He
said
rules
line.
on the line. Steve, who just apparently popped in for the first 2 minutes, he rules it on the line too. And
I was in there for
you,
like 10 minutes.
halfway on all the way on the complete opposite side of the court, who can't see the line, said it was in.
I said, why? He just called it in. He's the line judge.
Mike's calling is sometimes very questionable as well. And by the way, if you think I'm bad, where the ball's hitting the line, I hit him. This guy right here.
I've had
is the
some pretty
worst.
devastating ones.
Okay, this guy goes on like Donkey Kong or like the guy in Rampage. Okay, when he goes and when he loses, he just starts. And that's Mike.
Everybody's had a meltdown in there, and unfortunately, I've had to have one or two as well. If you start to be too soft, you get disrespected on the court.
See, my takeaway from when we played was Mike dismantled me. I couldn't figure out his strategy. Dan cried until he got his way.
Not really. Not really.
to be fair, Mike dismantled absolutely everybody that night.
Yeah. Tough.
We'll see when
Why
Tom
is
comes
Steve?
in.
Did you see Steve say that and he's eyeballing me on the corner of his eye? Like, did you see that maneuver? Did you just see that? Because he'd been dismantling everybody. Did you see that?
He wanted to see how you reacted. Dan did give me credit as well.
Steve's becoming an instigator. I also know, speaking of Steve, I'm not quite sure of the situation, but in the middle of the game, it was quite a distraction. I should have called for a game pausing moment where Mike said something, and then Steve got one of the biggest chuckles I've ever
I
heard.
think I slammed it on you, and he started laughing.
Probably because he was eating the candy chuckles. He gave the big chuckle, and I've never heard Steve laugh so hard. And I had to stop and look at him for a minute. It was just the most absurd thing I've ever heard.
And then the very next point, his ball just goes way out. He's got completely rattled by the laughing of Dr. Wiley.
It was completely absurd. But Niko got absolutely destroyed. And I'm sorry. I can't. We ended up losing, what, 12-10?
12-10.
In overtime.
Dan claims he's the best because he keeps every match close. And
I didn't say I'm the
proceeded
best.
to-
I say I never go down easy.
12 or 11-3, 11-2.
Two.
Yeah.
Okay, let me explain.
Two.
Okay, Mike, I'll be honest with you. Mike's game's pretty good. I can't wait till Tom walks in here and Johnny walks in here and he slaps him around a little bit. Mike is. Well, how can I? Mike is like a blob that sits on the line, and it's just like any ball that go by him, he's like. You gotta make Mike move. You got to go from
That's
this
a little-
side to that
You
side.
do that when it's coming at you hard. You got to play back.
That's the way everybody passed. That's how you win against anybody is you get them moving around.
Mike's like a bully on the line. He just stands there and then the ball knocks right down your throat when you hit it to him. You can't hit it to him.
I know. I thought my mobility was going to be my strong suit.
And I'm not good at hitting it back to one side, to the other side, back to the other.
In this court, it's even more cheap because it's like 1 foot even
Right.
shorter on the width. So
And yeah, you have to like, stop yourself from not smashing into the wall.
But when you get Mike on a bad game, and he knows it.
It's okay.
Everybody gets a bad game.
I'm not a singles player.
But that said, the stats are for season 2.
we did talk about resetting all the
Season 2 of
stats.
pickleball indoor. The stats are all getting reset.
Oh, so that was
Well, no. Well, maybe not. I don't know yet.
Those ones we played are part of the new official net in season.
Yeah,
So
they're the first match on the new set, so they count. I don't give a shit what Johnny says or Tom. Mike and I issued the stamp of approval. It's done.
Tom was throwing a tantrum, hoping it didn't go down, and then Johnny pipes in out of nowhere. I think that's a good idea.
There's certain decisions around here that I leave up to the recreational committee. Hey, but then there's certain decision that comes out of the chief's office. Now it's stamped by my name and it went out. Done. Over. The stats are getting reset for season 2 of pickleball. I don't care who gets declared the champion. Really, Johnny's undisputed thing should come down because he's not the champion right now with the new season. And from what I can tell, can't even get out of bed to play
He is
pickleball.
injured,
So
retired by injury.
the undisputed
I think.
title might come off of Johnny for a while.
He's in-
Let's wait until I get a little more control of my shots because I'm bringing the heat.
That is one thing that's lost in this. Niko is a completely new player, and he took you to the brink of defeat. Should he have won? Perhaps, but either way, it was the brink of defeat.
Dan was absolutely baffled by some of those shots. Couldn't even see him.
Now, can you beat Jackson or no?
In singles, apparently not outside. I've lost I started up was 3-1 on him in singles, and he's beat me the last 3.
Jackson was pretty good.
He's up 4-3 on me in singles.
He's got some nice shots, but I had him just as rattled as I had Niko the other day.
And Jackson and I, as I've laid claim for the past week, even though we're new, we'll take anyone and doubles.
That matchup is going to be decided tomorrow, I think, right?
We got quite the little setup we got going on with the Tuesday pickleball. It's pretty
Dan
absurd.
thinks that he can beat us too.
I
Didn't he
know
get
Tom
one?
and I can beat you and Jackson.
He knows it. That is probably a more...
Hey, no. It's first off, it's 1-1. We
Yeah.
beat you, you beat us. That's how it is. There's no.
In our first time, yeah, you did beat us. I'll admit it. Same with Mike and Tom.
That one was an embarrassing match, whether we won or not.
Well, it's not. Yeah, Tom was calling for the pond before that match started. And it went to overtime.
I think everyone.
They had us
first off,
sweating.
I hate to say, I think everyone was a little distracted last Tuesday. I think none of those matches should count. I mean, this is rando just walking around talking with us the whole time. I mean, no one knew who this guy was.
I was on a high stress level.
Niko was completely stressed.
I was,
Me and Dan had to clash about the balls getting exchanged out at the
I was
beginning.
5 minutes
Better
away
know your role,
from
too.
throwing a punch last week.
I don't think it's at all. First off, are we doing the whole? I think we may go tomorrow. Maybe we'll go before pickleball to the Dick's in Queensbury and pick out the ones we want for outdoors. And knows what we're sticking with.
I'd be down with
I'm
that.
done rotating balls. And quite frankly, you may disagree with it. I'm done with the pink balls at night. The pink balls are completely unnecessary at night.
That's
you
one
can't
thing
see
I
them.
do agree with Dan on.
They pick a ball. Here's I get so frustrated. Pickleball literally creates a bright yellow ball that you play with.
They make
in
balls
the
in
dark.
every color.
Okay, but why would we use on a blue court in the dark a pink ball? You can't
They're
see
completely different colors.
it. But the purple blend or the pink
Dan
blends
is
in
somewhat
with
colorblind.
No, I'm not. But the
So
pink
I will
blends
say-
in with the purple or with
Red,
the
blue,
court.
or red, green
On top of that,
colorblind.
It's
So
dark.
red
It makes
and
no
pink
sense
is
why we're not using yellow balls. Again, another decision that's going to be stamped by the chief's office and can be overruled by the recreational committee.
I will agree with it just because pink is a lighter shade of red, so it's probably borderline invisible to you when it's flying in the air.
Mike, I'm slightly colorblind. I can tell difference in the colors very, very
I'd
easily.
say at this
very
point it'd
quickly.
be picking on you for a specific
really.
handicap, and we can't have that. So yellow balls it is.
Not really. But nonetheless, that's a pickleball update. So stay tuned for season 2 of pickleball over the next couple of months. I'm sure we'll be talking a lot about it. VR, we've been going through here in the store lately. We've been playing. What's the game we were playing?
The Halls.
I'm
Dread
not
Hall.
quite sure why. Did you say it's a scary game?
It's so
I don't think I didn't shake once the whole time.
Dan was shaking a couple of times.
Not really.
I saw when that big monster guy came out of the shadows.
Well,
and started
I really didn't know what to do because I had to keep kneeling down and standing up. Like,
Niko did set him up pretty bad with the
I
troll.
could have fixed it, but it was very funny watching you.
I'm sure it was. I was
In
more
the
distracted
VR.
by The fact that my fucking thighs were hurting and my calves were hurting from kneeling down for 10 minutes.
In the VR world, Dan was 10 feet tall. That's how it was set up. So he had to crouch through the doorways and stuff.
Ridiculous.
I think it was just because I was wearing the headset when I set it up.
Oh no, the game's pretty fun though.
Not really.
And to say it got you in there, I was in there.
Boring.
Nico
I
wasn't
want
playing
a
it.
real scary game.
That is if you actually give it a
I
chance.
want something that's downright fucking scary.
There's
Terrifying?
Kind of like a
Terrifying.
Well, I want
Horror.
to look it up to like a virtual remote desktop, and you can get Resident Evil on there. Have fun with that.
Yeah, I think that would be too
Yeah.
complicated for him.
That game, you're just in this random castle that like nothing, and then you turn,
The halls.
you turn the hall, and there's just a ghost just like this. Like that's not scary. Oh wow, look at the ghost! Don't stare at her. Like there's not what's scary about it?
If we didn't tell you that, she would have scared you because you wouldn't have known, and you would have stared
Absolutely
at her,
not.
and she would have killed you.
That game like at home by yourself in the complete silence would be scary.
Nope, not
A lot of
first
them are
off, first,
far
I
worse.
wouldn't be home playing it by myself. I'd be playing a different game, I'm sure. Okay, I wouldn't be playing that game. First off, whoever's home by themselves playing that game, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, the
That
halls.
is pretty
I think if you were streaming it or something, I don't know.
I mean,
Some
what's the
people
game that
just like
Dave
to-
plays?
it is
Like the
Halloween.
Scary game that Dave plays.
Phasmophobia.
Like that on. Was that
I
what
think
it's
it is
played
in
on?
it is in VR.
It's very.
Phasmophobia?
I think so. A possibility.
I dare someone to find me an extremely scary game on VR. I'd be very interested in trying it.
I feel like that's FNAF's like
The
kinda like
scariest
similar
of scary
type-
games.
Scary to Dread Halls. It's more of the anticipation of where's Freddy coming from.
See, there was no anticipation with that game.
You didn't really allow yourself
First
to
off-
be immersed.
No, first off, if you didn't notice, every time I got to a hallway,
You can
I did a quick look. I know how to set myself where I don't get scared.
if you have like earbuds, like AirPods or something, you connect it to that too, so you're like
And then that's even more
you can't
absurd.
hear like outside stuff. I've done that before for some games.
I think the most scary part about that game is make sure I didn't walk into the wall.
You're sitting.
At the second part of it, after I had to kneel for the whole beginning,
I think there's some video evidence of Dan talking to this one. What was it? What do they call those faces on the wall? The Medusa heads.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called.
They're their
Medusa.
They had snake for hair.
So, but I think it was. a guy.
Wait, didn't they have like it was like a sun head?
Yeah,
Was it
kind
the
of.
sun?
Medusa's son. That either way, it's your only friend in that game. And
Oh.
Dan was talking to it like crazy. Yeah, yeah.
I love how to interact with it, you got to play a good old rousing game of Got Your Nose.
Yeah.
And like the eyeballs, and I don't really know what the eyeball. The whole game was very bizarre.
It's showing you the path.
I also believe the game's Mike also had the idea that how much did you pay for the game?
$10.
For the game?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it could have been over that quickly. Mike had the idea that like finding the 3-4 eyeball game was over, and then once you
VR
found the
games are
one,
pretty
it opened up
short.
a whole game to another set of eyeballs.
Aren't that much? Like the most, I think Onward, which is like the Call of Duty one, is $40. I think that's the most expensive one. I have you guys haven't tried. There's a battle royale game in there, pretty fun. Dan got into Beat Saber a little bit.
I do want to try that one again.
Did you try Beat Saber?
No, what's the one that you were a?
Oh, he played Super Hot. Super Hot.
Super Hot's a lot of
Super
fun.
But I thought you played Beat Saber one, like the music one.
No, I tried the one.
That is the
I
premier
tried the one where you,
experience.
when you move quicker, the guys come quicker.
Yeah, Super Hot. But for some reason, I thought you played Beat Saber.
No, I didn't try that one.
He's being wicked stubborn Dan regarding that one.
Well,
He said he has no interest in Beat Saber.
I've seen everyone do it. I have absolutely zero interest in doing it
Why?
because I have zero interest in doing it.
Is there some sort of grudge?
Nope.
I'm not gonna let you do it.
I would rather to throw out just a little jab at Boda to keep the damn Boda thing going. I would rather play the power washing game that he plays than do the. Did you see that game he playing?
No.
Is it like lawnmower?
It's like it's power wash simulator. You're power washing houses.
It's like Super Mario Sunshine, but not any
What?
part of the Mario aspects.
They have a VR version of it apparently.
What?
Power Wash Simulator.
Is that what it's called? Power Wash
They have
Simulator?
a
Yeah.
lawnmower simulator for the VR too.
Do they a lawnmower? Like who the fuck wants to go out and mow? Just go mow a yard. Like Boda, just go do a power wash in real life and get paid for it.
I did happen. Johnny happened to come into the store, and I had Boder on the TV watching him, and Johnny was watching it with such interest for a couple seconds.
The power washing one?
And he was just like, I bet he wants to power wash some stuff. I got a power washer, and he can come over to my house or something.
I mean, I will say it got me intrigued for about 10 minutes. I watched it.
They
Like,
can
what
be
are you
very
doing?
relaxing to
And
play.
I'm watching them power. I just was like, oh, but like that's something you just go do yourself in real life.
Some people don't
Like
have a
bus
power
simulator,
washer.
you can't just go drive a bus in real life. That's actually a bus. I'm sure he has a completely different.
You still have to play that.
I'm
at
sure
some point.
I'm sure he has a completely different argument to what I'm saying about the power washing game. But
You
One could
theoretically,
consider it ASMR a little bit to the ears.
you could theoretically, anyone could drive a bus theoretically, but you'd get in a lot of trouble.
who's gonna drive a bus?
Someone
Don't
who
you
really
want
wants to drive a bus takes the keys and goes for a joyride.
That be Grand Theft Auto of a bus.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what
But
he's
you're
saying. He said
simulating
technically
driving a
you
bus.
could, though.
Or you are
Then
driving
you're
a
gonna
bus.
spend 5 to 10 years in Sing Sing after that.
That may be so,
Yeah.
but you can do it.
It's also on VR.
Power washing?
Bus simulator.
That's actually, wait, that one?
Oculus.
Yes.
Some of them are only on. It's like has to be for the Quest. I don't know if it says.
What's the difference between the Quest and the Rift?
Just says
The
Rift.
Rift is one that you have to have connected to your PC.
Hmm.
Quest is like its own, it's got like a processor, so it's like a separate thing.
I would be slightly intrigued to play Bus Simulator in VR. Not gonna lie.
The main Oculus like home screen just says Beat Saber. New Billie Eilish music pack out, Dan.
I
I
would
played
be
a good
intrigued.
amount of it. What difficulty you get up to on Beat Saber, Niko?
I've done what's the hardest one, like expert or hard plus?
I think there's what is that, hard and then expert. I'm the one below the highest when
yeah,
I
I
play.
can play hard.
No, you're not.
Oh, I'll show you at some
Please,
point.
I'd like to see that.
I've done
Okay. I'm pretty wet at that game.
3 songs on expert. The one I buy a lot of the music packs, and those get like harder than the actual like the normal ones.
Yeah, those ones are
So,
like
yeah.
expansion packs pretty much, so
I've
they're meant
tried
to be
beat
hard.
In the End by Linkin Park, I can't beat that one. I've tried I fail like in the first 40 seconds every time.
Sometimes I like to do the one saber too.
Yeah, I mess around with it. I have to keep them the same color, the red and the blue, or else I get confused.
It's supposed to make it easy.
What?
Wait, you have one red, one blue?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm saying,
okay.
like, you know, some songs like
Yep.
pink and yellow.
I thought you said you went 2 blues or 2
No,
reds
no.
for a second. I was like, that would be wicked confusing, but
No. I just keep it standard.
VR has been pretty interesting,
It has
Niko.
been. I've been slightly intrigued. What else we have going on around here?
We do have these Oreos.
We do have those. We'll do those. I'm trying to get anything else before we do those. Oh, got a new controller. I've been looking for this controller for a long time. We finally got one. And I'm going to bring it on. I'm probably going to use it for dating NASCAR tonight.
Oh, shit.
Such an ugly ass yellow green.
You know, Steve has these little comments that he throws out. Like he's as quiet as can be. Then he throws out these insulting little comments. Like, that's ugly. He liked the Batman and Superman movie. Hated it. When it's one of the greatest ones ever created. Like, he am I wrong?
To me, it is.
Biggest ones,
To me, it is.
I like it. I'm not a fan of Doomsday.
You're a fan of what?
That villain.
Doomsday,
Oh.
They did him kind of weird. He looks pretty stupid.
No, they ruined
Well,
that.
I think you just like it. If I don't, do you read like comics or anything, Steve?
No.
Do you know? Oh, okay, I didn't like.
I know-
Do you read comics?
Sometimes.
I would never. That's an Eagle thing I would have known.
He reads them out there sometimes.
He has comics out on the sales floor?
Online.
I was
Not the actual
reading
paperbacks.
Demon
But
Slayer out on the sales floor.
I didn't realize you could watch comic books on your computer.
Oh, you
you don't watch them, you read them.
I guess.
You'll learn, Dan. I know a lot about everything.
The professor.
Nonetheless, so I'm looking forward to open this bad boy up tonight. And it's funny when we get trade-ins in, and they're like, they're newer style controllers, and we have, of course, obviously we have systems all over the place here. We have 2 Xbox Ones in the back or out front, back here, PlayStation. So it's always neat allocating where things go and what you would know that we always have nice stuff here, and that we use, and we just got like a bunch of nice new controllers, so we allocated those to us, and the ones that we have. We now go out to the sales floor. We mark them as used, obviously, because they are used. But they're still like excellent shape used, because we barely use them. We just have them behind the counter. So it's always interesting. And we had a debate over, it was gone already, this old Halo, this old rundown Halo. So we had 2 nice controllers behind the counter for the Xbox Ones. And I come in like maybe a month or 2 ago, and there's this green... second generation.
That's right.
Xbox One controller that has a 3.5 jack on it now, but it's still the old style controller. And I said to myself, "What the fuck is this thing back here?" I go, what is it?" And the nice slim black controller that brand new that we had is gone. I'm like, "What is this?" So the black one must have got allocated to the case for sale, and this Halo one, this old Halo one, is now. I could not wait.
Chrome triggers.
The orange,
really
the
nice.
color of his visor.
Yeah.
Well, that thing got allocated to the case the other day when we got the new controllers in. It did sell right away, though.
It was $54.99 used, and it sold right away. That was a collector's
like,
gem.
A
collector's gem.
So
Dan spit on its chest.
Adios. We don't need it anymore.
But that was a decision that was made between me and Dave behind Dan. So...
And I was appalled. I was appalled.
Quite the good decision. 'Cause it's a really nice controller. It actually.
And
used
Dan
to be
had no
mine.
say in it, but he had to wait idly by until we got these new wet ones in.
Well, look at this. I mean, this is such a nice controller. I don't know how anyone wouldn't like that controller.
He
Look at
says
that.
it's ugly.
It looks like pea soup.
Looks like a tennis ball.
It's just a sick-looking controller.
Keep that away from Ash.
He was sniffing the box earlier. I couldn't tell if he was
So,
thinking.
bright yellow color. He was appalled.
He probably would chew that up if you went
Probably
down
would.
the ground.
He's a troll. He's a troll in life, so that's what he does. But all right, so I think that covers all of the. Was there any other topics I didn't cover?
Just
I got nothing.
the Oreos.
So we got last week. I was supposed to bring in. I was just randomly. First off, we've been looking for the apple cider Oreos. We wanted to try those here. We haven't been able to find them. We saw them, then of course now they're sold out everywhere. So last week when I was walking through Target, I saw the carrot cake Oreos. And I'm like, that's interesting. Definitely got to try those on behind the counter. So we got those. Of course, I forgot them last week. So this week we got them. And then we also got every other flavor that I believe they make for just a normal Oreo. There may be 1 or 2 we're missing, like apple cider, which is only seasonal.
No
But
peanut butter either.
I didn't have the peanut butter ones or the.
That was what Niko wanted.
After Dan said gross when he saw the peanut butter one, I think he might have just passed that one over. At the start.
That is a randomly kind of good one, but
They do have the apple cider ones in Niskayuna.
those could probably be pretty good. Driving down just for
We
Oreo.
got plates here.
We got some plates.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go around. We're gonna try every one of the Oreos.
How is there not a pumpkin Oreo?
There was.
Steve is like a man who knows everything.
Take one and pass it around.
No pumpkins here. That's good.
So if I don't really, I feel like asking it. Carrot cake. We had this discussion earlier. Okay, you would never think there's actually carrots in there.
We had to break it down. Nico said he's never ever tried carrot cake before.
Yet knew that there was carrots.
And,
Carrot
Dan
cake.
said, "Oh, don't worry, there's not actually carrots in there." And I was like, "I think there is. You just don't taste
So
them."
the carrot cake one is carrot cake flavored cookie with cream cheese frosting. So it's really going out with, it's kind of making it like a piece of carrot cake. The second one we have is the dark chocolate. I don't know if this one may not.
That one is
This one
questionable.
may make an upset stomach.
One could say it's the dark horse. Come on.
And so there's the dark chocolate. And then we have the normal chocolate.
Milk chocolate, not good.
I'll get this lemon one started as well. This is one of my personal favorites.
The lemon squeezy.
I don't think it has.
There's the chocolate. Which one?
I'll take 2 of those ones.
I'm only taking a bite of these because if we eat every single Oreo, that's gonna be like 10 Oreos.
My stomach. Am I getting buried here by Oreos?
Which one's this one?
There's
one's
some dark
mint.
chocolate. This is normal chocolate.
This is a golden. I had to get the classic golden.
Oh, you can tell the difference between the dark and the normal.
There's that one. That box feels bigger than the other one.
Some.
And then the birthday cake. Oh boy.
I would recommend to save the mint for last because it will ruin the other flavors. That's true too. Niko recommended those, so we'll have some of that as
I gotta
well.
give out the normal Oreos.
You want me to pass around these Pringles as well?
If you don't like spice, I would recommend that.
Dan loves spice.
They're all broken, but take an
Which
Oreo.
one?
No wonder no one eats these in the lounge. There's literally
There's so many Oreos.
8 Oreos sitting on my plate right now. I'm appalled.
Niko said this is the only
The best.
What is
the only thing he
So we're gonna have
allows
8
himself
Oreos
to.
and a Pringle. I'm gonna have a stomach ache for like a week after eating all this.
I wish the Peeps Oreos were still around. There's like whole
Might not be
cavalcade
bad.
of flavors.
Marshmallow in the middle.
Some Peeps, some key lime pie.
I fucking hate Peeps. Don't ever mention Peeps around here again, Steve.
That's
Half a can on the way over.
I haven't thrown. Knock on wood. I have not thrown up in. I was 10, 24 years, and when I threw up because I ate a fucking Peep, I'll never eat one again. They are
not that
absolutely.
bad.
When I was younger, when anyone, if Tommy or Katie or anyone got a Peep that came in, they go in the garbage immediately. I don't care if they were trying to eat it. I pick it up and throw it in the garbage.
that's
I could care less if they're coming back to eat it or they bought it for themselves. I could not tolerate Peeps around me.
that's hilarious because Brandon is absolutely addicted to them.
Nope, I fucking
Really?
hate them.
He's eaten like multiple packages over the course of one Easter season.
What are you starting with? Plain Oreo?
Are we eating
I'm
these out?
finding the mint one, so I can put the mint one out of the way.
It's the green one.
Okay,
Hold on, Steve's on the chips.
I'm not doing the chip first.
Yeah, I would have recommended chips maybe last.
All right, I'm taking a bite of this.
broken. They're all broken.
I'm doing the classic golden. I'm gonna do the classic golden first.
All right.
Classic.
It's just a classic golden Oreo. It's been around forever.
This one. I eat my Oreos. Have to eat it a specific way.
Those are classic. They've always been pretty good. Not the classic,
Okay,
but
now I'm gonna have the regular chocolate before the dark chocolate. I think it's only
What about
fair.
the plain one?
What? I'm not, who needs the plain one? We all know what the plain
that
one
is a good
tastes like.
idea.
You just ate the plain one?
Is it stale?
Did you say, do they have expiration dates on these?
Yeah.
Ah!
March 2021.
March 29th, 2021.
I mean,
No wonder no one's eating those.
Yikes! But going right from the golden to the normal one, the normal one's definitely better.
You think so?
Now to the chocolate.
pretty close. But yeah, I'd say the normal one's a little better.
I'm not bad. The chocolate one's actually not that
The
bad.
chocolate one's not a finisher for me. That's a one bite and move on.
Fair. I think the one bite is gonna be the dark chocolate. I think I'm gonna be appalled with the dark chocolate.
Chocolate in it. You're going way too fast.
Like I've never eaten this many cookies.
Nico's like, I don't eat junk food when I go home, but here you eat junk food.
I only eat junk food if it's in front of me.
Look at the cream in this one.
I don't.
for the
It's like
dark chocolate.
tar.
I actually kind of like the chocolate. It tastes like the little EL fudge cookie.
Yep,
the
yep.
Yes.
People.
Exactly.
That's what it tastes like.
Okay, I'm having the dark chocolate.
They should put the chocolate in the white Oreo cookies.
Mm.
Kind of reverse.
Dark chocolate.
Actually, not bad.
I don't like milk chocolate. I like dark chocolate.
I really taste nothing. Is it really that?
It does mostly just taste like the cookie.
It just if you gave this to me without trying the chocolate, I would just say this is a chocolate Oreo. I wouldn't say this is a dark chocolate Oreo.
You should
2 bites on that one.
Okay, I'm going. That's mint. I'm going birthday cake. Going birthday cake now. Let's get all the chocolate ones done. The birthday cake?
This one I've had a lot of times. Dave gives it to me on my birthday.
Smells pretty good.
It's good. It's very strong, though.
I hate that. I knew I was gonna hate it.
If I was starving, I would eat a shit ton of them. But
Okay, I'm going lemon now. I'm going lemon squeezy.
lemon squeezy. This one I think is my early one for my favorite out of these. The birthday cake is tainting it, though.
They are good. I agree with what?
The cookies that you get like around Christmas that are like frosted with like the lemon.
The Girl Scout ones have it, too.
Oh, they do. I've never had that one. But
I like the
Yeah.
lemon one. I do think the birthday cake spoiled it a little bit. Didn't give it full justification.
kind of like the mint. It like refreshes you. A little.
Okay, I'm going carrot cake.
I'm starting to feel kind of sick.
To be fair, I'm taking bites out of mine. You guys are like, no, you might take bites.
The good ones I
He's
eat.
chowing them down. And Niko's chowing them down. I'll give those two credit.
Not that one.
What
Oh,
they
which
don't know,
one's that?
though, is
Birthday cake.
we opened up a pack and we ate a couple of them before we even
We did.
started. So
I did chow down on about 8 of the carrot cake ones before.
we're on carrot cake now.
Carrot cake.
This one was pretty good.
I'm not sure I can even eat it. This is because I had so much of it before.
I'm like, "Ah," like the Grinch.
Those, yeah. So this one tastes like the Dunkaroo chip or like cookie. This birthday cake tastes like the Dunkaroo dip.
I think you're
Combine
wrong.
them.
I think this one right here, the entire package tastes like the Dunkaroo.
Yes.
It's a classic Dunkaroo.
Well, isn't there like is there different types of Dunkaroo?
You can get the chocolate or you get the vanilla. You get the chocolate.
Is there not like a confetti Dunkaroo?
There's I think they're all confetti. I think But you can get the chocolate cookie or you can get the vanilla cookie. I'm on to the mint. What are you on to?
I ate a couple chips to bring me back a little bit.
Next time, can we try the Swedish fish flavored ones?
They're probably kind of good. Mint.
I don't want the mint.
I've already had a bun. It tastes exactly like one of the Girl Scout ones, pretty much.
It's a mint.
A thin mint.
I love.
I like mint, but I'm glad you did that one last. King X Vex, you already know who it is. It's your boy.
I saw it.
What's going on?
So,
Now I guess we're ending it with Pringles.
Yeah, we have that.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Should we guess what? Okay, are we gonna go around and say who had the best Oreo?
Yeah, I have a top 3.
let me rank them based on the one that I
King
left
Vex,
here.
thank you so much for the subscription, man. We appreciate it. Resub, let's
Yeah,
go.
thank
Let's
you.
go indeed. You guys are popping in. You guys are watching us eat every Oreo kind out there. Did you just spill the? You gotta pick those up, Niko.
Just like 2, 1.
Like what? Okay, what are these Pringles? Before I have one,
Chili lemon.
it's already. I can smell it on my hand.
Just want to say the new Pringles logo is it's very depressing.
Didn't you used to have a brown mustache?
Yeah.
Do you call yourself a Pringle? Would you call yourself a Pringle master, Steve?
The old logo is just a lot better.
I wouldn't know they changed the logo.
This guy's got steam coming out of his ears. It's too spicy.
Instead
I'm
of letting
trying,
you
I'm
know.
trying to get a
just-
stuffy nose because of all the
just a space.
the hot Pringles. Are these hot? Are they supposed to be hot? What is the purpose of these?
If you eat a lot of them, they're probably.
Are they supposed to be hot? Are they supposed to
They're
burn
just
your
supposed
mouth?
They're not to burn you. They just taste good and spicy, like wings, pretty much.
Well, how did you eat that? I'm just interested in how people.
I remember being a Pringle guy.
He put his tongue into the groove.
I go.
You go opposite. That's where the flavor is.
I go with the tongue.
All right.
There's a little bit of a zing. I got the pores in my mouth
I would
opening
say
up a
this is
little
a
bit.
top tier chip. I agree with the professor. Dan's watching.
Steve's opening up a whole can of Pringles over
They're
here.
I
good.
just wanted a couple.
I'll get a couple more myself. You want some, Dan?
No, I got like 5 more over here I didn't eat yet. I'm trying not to spoil my dinner with all these Oreos
Oh,
that
that's
we're
already
eating.
done.
I'm really debating that Planet Fitness Might throw up.
I'm glad I ate before I got here.
So,
So-
dessert for you.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I did like the golden one.
So if I had to go between them right now, and I'm not trying to persuade anybody by going first, I would. First off, I don't like the birthday cake.
Nope, that's last for me too.
It's pretty alright.
I don't like the golden. I would go birthday cake, golden, mint. Nope, scratch that. Birthday cake, golden, dark chocolate, chocolate, mint.
I think you have normal and lemon left.
And
Carrot
Okay.
cake, lemon. There you go. So I'm picking lemon.
Where's the normal rank on there? That's still your favorite?
No. Double stuff is no. I like the flavor. I mean, I probably could chow down. I like the carrot cake. You can only have so much of the carrot cake.
Yeah, you got a bellyache. So I would
You
probably,
get like 3 of them. That's about it.
I think I like the lemon one the best out of them. Then it would probably go the normal one. Then golden. Chocolate and birthday cake are definitely last. So I have mint above that, then dark chocolate. I'd probably be more in carrot cake beneath those two.
So at the end of the day, you're picking lemon.
Beneath dark chocolate and mint, but above birthday cake and normal chocolate.
Steve, what do you got?
Um,
Don't pick lemon because Mike and I pick lemon.
I'm not picking lemon.
Unless you want to.
I like the golden. Golden was pretty good. Mint was pretty good. I'm gonna go the exact opposite direction from the 3 of you because I still have a little bit of a sweet tooth. Birthday cake.
Who's second?
No.
I'll say birthday cake second, golden first, mint third.
Wow, the golden. I think the golden is completely overrated, but
I ranked it up there because it's a nice, refreshing, light cookie.
Niko, what do you got?
seem disappointed in that.
No,
Mint's my favorite. I like mint everything. Mint chip ice cream's the best.
I do like mint chip ice cream.
That's good.
Lemon's the second best, and then my third, which I thought I was gonna hate, was just the normal chocolate. It tastes just like the EL fudge cookies, and those are.
I will
my
say the
favorite
normal
cookies.
chocolate wasn't that bad.
It was. I thought it was gonna be the worst one.
The dark chocolate, I don't think has any purpose.
Yeah, dark chocolate didn't really do much for me. It didn't really taste like much.
It's like chewing on a third layer of cookie.
Yeah, and the carrot
Yep.
cake, I agree, was too overwhelming to eat too many. Birthday cake's gross, and then golden and the plain are just like just there.
You can't beat the perfection of the.
So now that
OGs.
we have all these Oreos, what are we doing with all of them now?
Well, these ones will go in the trash or to Ash.
Yeah,
Ash isn't getting Oreo
I
cookies.
want nothing to do with these Oreos.
These ones, will,
You'll be chowing on them in the days to come, I'm sure.
Nope.
we could keep them here.
You'll see them go, I'm going to have one of those lemon ones.
No, maybe the mints, like a little
I'm going to walk out and Nico's and have a stack of mint Oreos on the counter.
Just-
No, it's like a little meal refresher at the end. Have some pasta, a glass of red wine, and some Andy's candies.
That's what you eat?
Fancy meal. No, I don't like. I'm saying if you went out to like a fancy dinner.
Andes, really?
Just nice finished.
They are good. They're very,
Yeah.
Andes are very good. You do know I'm a candy master, right?
No,
You do know that I know everything about candy.
no, you don't.
Ooh.
I had told him not 1 week ago that there were Carnival Skittles that I've eaten before that he had purchased, and he said no.
I know for a fact that Little League never had Carnival Skittles there.
And I know that I ate candy there every day. and
I
there were
will
Carnival
pull
Skittles there.
every single person that worked there during the time you worked, and I will ask them all a question. Was there Carnival Skittles in the concession stand? And all of them, who they all ate, everyone, that's one thing that the Little League people haven't that are great at. We all ate the candy in the concession stand. They would know if we had Carnival. We never had Carnival Skittles.
I don't buy candy for myself. There's no other place I would have had it.
There's absolutely zero chance that we had Carnival. I may even go as far as to call Donahue and Higgins, okay, the local candy distributor here, and ask them to pull up every invoice that Little League had just to show that Carnival
going
Skittles
that far with
was never ordered.
Okay, do it.
I don't know, Dan. You might be wrong on that.
That said, Carnival Skittles is long gone.
What
was
is it?
discontinued in 2013.
Is it Carnival like the fair?
I don't know.
Like
It's
cotton candy and
cot-
stuff like that.
Cotton candy, Bubblegum, candy apple, red licorice, and
Never
green
had it
slushy.
at Little League.
That
I
sounds
would have
pretty
known.
good.
Absolutely never have had
We
it.
used to have 3 flavors. We used to have tropical, normal, and carnival.
There's no such thing
And there
as.
was like another one. It wasn't tropical. It was like something similar to tropical, but
Was it the berry one?
no, I don't like those. And I'm not a big fan of the plain ones, really. Just
He's
like-
talking
just like-
Skittles, right? Just hear me out here. He's talking. Now we have 4 different types of Skittles in the back, right? Tropical, wild berry, bright side, and original. He likes the bright side
The bright side.
over tropical, and then more importantly, over wild berry.
Bright side is a kind of
Does
questionable
not
Skittle.
like wild berry Skittles. It is absolutely appalling that you do not like wild berry Skittles.
Like I say, tropical is my second favorite, and then normal is my third, and then wild berry.
Wild berries last.
I mean, I don't eat wild berry or the plain one, so I mean, I can interchange that if it would make you a little happier.
Putting the wild berry last, you should just eat the dark side Skittles every day because
the bright side or
yeah,
dark
the dark
side.
side. Have the dark side.
I actually like the dark side.
There is a dark side,
They're not good.
bright side, dark side.
Uh-oh, the candy knowledge.
I thought that-
Steve, give me the
remember,
flavors of the dark side.
We saw the orchard.
One
ones,
moment.
those
Those have been retired for like
look-
10
I know,
years.
but those look good.
The bright side, I believe the dark side's either in a blue. I think the dark side is in a purple
Red
bag.
side?
No, have you eaten the bright side?
The bread
The
side?
bright side.
Oh, I was gonna say, I've had them. I didn't think they were anything special though.
Steve, bright side.
They were pretty
I
good.
have not.
Did you find the dark side?
Yep.
Is it a purple bag?
I'm just looking at a website of all the different Skittles flavors.
Name me off the flavors.
Wicked pomegranate, black cherry,
Definitely a purple bag. I gotta pull it up.
forbidden fruit, midnight lime,
The forbidden
dark
fruit.
berry, and blood orange.
We decided we liked that one, didn't we?
What? No.
The dark side.
What
More
color,
than
what
the-
color is that? Purple, right?
So you don't like bright side.
Could be cobalt blue.
So the consensus
Close to
is
purple,
you
though.
Don't like bright side, man.
I've never. No, I didn't say that. I haven't had bright side in a while to give an accurate opinion of it. I don't want an opinion after all this stuff I do. But the reality is, Niko,
I'll give an opinion.
Now we're
Well-
eating bags of Skittles. No.
Okay, the reality at the end of the day is me outlining to you that I'm a candy master was the point of this conversation. I know everything about candy, everything.
I think you guys both learned something from that conversation.
What?
There's no such thing as carnival Skittles.
I didn't
Told
say
you
that. I said literally never had carnival Skittles.
No, you said there was no such thing. And Little League never had them. either. 'Cause I said that's where I've eaten them. So you should have known that.
Nope, never had them. And the sad thing is, I would ask people who run. We're not opening 10 bags.
There's only
Open one bag.
Well, in case y'all wanted one.
Open one bag.
I don't want to get rid of all
around.
of them.
I don't even know.
I'll have a couple. Just because it's been a while. Kill me.
That's very pleasant.
Huh? They're actually pretty good. Dan's liking it too. He can't lie.
Not really. I'm
Spit it out.
absorbing the flavors.
Pretty wet. Perhaps you were mistaken on the bright side.
Maybe have the flavors.
Smiling.
Maybe it was the dark side we didn't like.
I just can't believe there's no ads for these. It's like Mr. Brightside and Brightside Skittles.
Because these are surprisingly wet.
They're so good.
Mm.
I've eaten a bag every day for the past.
Problem is,
What?
they're a knockoff of the tropical.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tropical's my second.
Tropical, those taste like tropicals, and tropicals are far better, so I would go with tropicals over
I
them.
think it gets. Well, there's like one or two in the tropical that are too tropical for me. And
Wild
there's
berry,
some with-
tropical, bright side, original.
This watermelon one and the kiwi banana.
That said, I'm completely appalled that Niko doesn't like wild berry. No, I've never met a soul.
Wild berry is like undebatably the wettest.
I've
so.
never met a person who doesn't like wild berry Skittles. It is the backbone of the Skittles. I mean, I know original.
That's just Skittles.
No. The original Skittles is the brand name. The backbone is the wild berry. It's the one that everyone knows isn't the number one Skittle brand wide, but everyone knows it's the number one Skittle. You get what I'm trying to
Was
say?
this what they made the berries and cream commercial for?
Berries and cream, berries and
That
cream.
was,
I'm the little lad who loves berries and cream.
No.
that's Star Wars.
What?
Star Wars.
Okay.
Is that really?
I don't know.
Berries and cream. I don't think it has anything to do.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's never ended.
Somebody, there was like a
Berries
guy
and
that had,
cream
like,
Skittles.
hair like that. So it was like, you look like you like berries and cream.
All right, hang on.
Real bad dance.
You tried these new berries and cream Starburst?
Yeah.
Pardon me. What kind of Starburst did you just say? Berries. Berries and
I might do a rebranding for my face.
Well, that's one of the greatest commercials of all time.
Wait until you see your head cropped onto that, Dan. I'm like, berries and cream.
Pat his back, Niko.
I'm good.
I think he was laughing at you.
Were you laughing or were you choking,
A
Steve?
A little bit of both.
Very big proponents of the bright side Skittles. now
Nope.
With me.
Wild and
no,
Berry.
you weren't one of them. These two. Not saying they say it's better than Wild Berry, but
It's really close.
Nick, you're trying to sell something that just isn't gonna. This isn't gonna go. You're trying to put a big sales pitch
Steve
on the
just
bright
said
side.
it's
of
very
Skittles.
close. And Mike said they were good. I'm not saying
I-
you like your Wild
I
Berry.
first
I'm a
off,
picky eater.
this is no disrespect. I don't include their knowledge of candy at all. I'm a candy man. I know every candy, every flavor, every different kind, every brand name, all of them.
He's Willy Wonka over here.
I'm Danny Willy Wonka over here. Okay, Danny
Just giving you
Wonka.
Too many ideas for my team.
Danny Wonka. Okay.
For some reason, you would like it if I made my team.
I kind of like Willy Shevlin better.
I like that. Too.
Willy Danny. Danny Willy.
No.
Willy Shevlin? That doesn't make any. I mean, I guess.
Big Willy Shevlin. Come on.
But nonetheless, Niko, you stepped into a battle that you cannot win with a candy, and you brought up the most iconic. I think you brought up the most iconic candy in the existence, fucking Skittles, and you sat there and said the Wild Berry is the worst Skittle. I'm 100% appalled. If I went out and did a poll of everyone out in the hallway right now, people go Wild Berry Skittles. They're by far the best.
Normally when Dan goes on this whole poll thing, he's wrong, but this one is one where he actually might win.
I would definitely win, and I think I even think tropical would be original.
Make an Instagram poll, or just say what's your favorite type of Skittles.
I will, and you better not rig it.
I'll put it out right now in the.
I have nothing to say. You can't
Make it
rig
make it look good, Steve. I want pictures of the Skittles. I want everything.
I don't want. I don't think that it should be like a multiple
Steve's gone.
choice thing.
They are keeping me coming
I
back.
think it should just be type in your favorite flavor of Skittles.
Nope. You gotta feed people the information,
No one's
Niko.
gonna type
People are
Wild
gonna be
Berry.
typing in orchard or blood
I think they
blood
type
style Skittle, which I think that they blood side or something. There's some weird super name for a Skittle. People be putting in the most ridiculous. Oh, I like cherry Skittles. That's not as we're talking about the bag of Skittles.
Sour Skittles are involved in this.
Those are involved. Sour Skittles, I'll tell you right now, do some damage when you have
I
them.
think sour Skittles might
I did
be
actually
push.
like those. Oh.
Now are they good? They do some damage to your mouth. They tear it the fuck up.
Oh, my
Sour
mouth.
Skittles are my favorite.
Steve eating the
I'm
bright side.
saying that I had never had these until 2 weeks ago. And very good.
You should be saying you're welcome
Or thank you.
or thank you. I should be saying you're welcome. I don't know what that. You should be saying thank you for me introducing to your life the bright side Skittles.
If you
I
admit that they're
introduced
good.
the bright side to you, Niko.
So the bright side Skittles this week and carrot cake next week for them.
If you go anywhere else, any type of concession stand, you never see bright side. I walked through the candy factory that I was walking through, and I know. Am I wrong? I know what. I know what candy to pull and what candy. No, did you ever hear of Chuckles
Is
before?
that why Tyler
Did you ever hear of
Chuckles?
Chuckles?
Wildly good team name there.
Whoa, I didn't say it.
Have
Okay.
both of them in the same picture.
Have you ever heard of Chuckles?
Not until they were there.
And how many of those have you had?
I've never eaten them.
You haven't had a single Chuckle.
Mike gave me the
I gave him the bad flavor.
These two are living
black-
off of
the black
chocolates right
licorice.
here.
I've only had one. I don't
only
care
had
for
one?
them.
I
You
probably
got-
had at least 8 of them since you've got them.
The only things I eat from back there are this and the white airhead.
And their white airheads are gone.
Yeah,
No one likes those anyway.
Have the white airheads.
That's another thing that Niko's very
But
mistaken on.
if you go and you look at the airhead selection that I have there, first off, we used to get the variety pack, and then I narrowed it down.
I wouldn't say. I don't know that the white's my favorite. It's just it doesn't make my tongue like purple. I like the red and the green.
You should walk around with a purple tongue in satisfaction when you enjoy a couple grape airheads. Grape is by far the best flavor of the airheads.
Who the fuck you talking to,
like
purple
the
tongue?
I can't wait to hear this. What flavor do you like, Steve?
Good old cherry.
Yeah, that's
Cherry second.
can't
so I'll
argue
give him
with that.
Cherry is second.
Yeah, I said red.
Grape, cherry,
The
watermelon.
lack of blue raspberry in that variety pack, though, is pretty absurd.
Red and green, and then white are my three favorites.
Those 4 are the true original blue raspberry. Those 5 are the true. I hate blue raspberry, but they are the true airheads. When you start getting into the pink lemonade and the raspberry and the orange and the green apple, those are fake
I
airheads.
don't like the green apple.
They're fake.
But now it's weird
Strawberry.
because they gave the watermelon like the old green apple packaging. It used to be much greener.
Oh,
Now
it
it's
used to be
like-
nice, like a whitish,
Yeah, now
whitish
it's,
green.
Like weird.
I know.
I always think it's green apple when I'm eating it.
It's the wild trick. You either get green apple or watermelon.
They used to give it. They used the watermelon airhead used to have like a whitish green, and they changed to a green, and now it just is like never been the same.
And I do think they changed the formula on those mystery ones.
Yeah,
Those mystery ones back there aren't the same ones I used to get as a kid.
No, they definitely
The
changed
ones
it.
back there.
Those taste like lemon, and the other ones used to have a
I
different
think
flavor.
it has a little bit of mango in it or something. I don't know. Something's in there.
So Niko, as we wrap up this episode of Behind the Counter, what is one thing you've learned from this episode of Behind the Counter?
That Dan has a little blank spot in his memory for those caramel Skittles. I apparently have learned I need to try some wild berry Skittles at some point.
You've never had the wild berry Skittles?
I haven't had them for a while because I didn't think
Oh
about
my
them.
God! This just
Sometimes
keeps getting
your
worse.
palate can taste, just like when we tried the bright
I
side.
don't want any right now. Maybe we'll have them
I don't
in a few days.
like the bright side.
You liked them.
Like
There was a
bright side.
visual evidence of you liking
You
them.
couldn't stop yourself from grinning. It put a smile on your face.
These are delicious.
Candy.
Mike's or Nico's mic isn't working since Fat Boy the Chain. Well, if we didn't fucking have the cable,
He
so
broke it
goddamn
at the
fucking
start of
tight.
it. He broke it at the start of it.
How is it not
Dan
working?
broke
Is it not
it.
lit up?
It looks like it's working.
It is lit up.
It's okay. I feel like I talk pretty loud.
Well, hopefully one of these ones picked us. Yeah,
Probably
so-
not. It's probably classic. It didn't. Who cares? I'm glad people didn't hear it with him talking about how the bright side Skittles are the number one.
No. Sour Skittles are number one.
Oh my God! It's
Bright
getting worse.
Side's number two.
All right, let's end this.
And wild berries last.
Tropicals 3.
All right, guys. This has been the
Carnival.
episode of Behind the Counter Live on Insane
Carnival
Games TV.
skills.
Danny NASCAR up next. NASCAR 21 Ignition giveaway. So make sure you tune in starting at 9 o'clock here tonight. Mike and Steve and I will be there. And of course, you can catch Mike and Niko on the Dream Team talking about fantasy football this Wednesday. I can't wait to hear. A lot of storylines in play tonight as we went over. A lot of storylines. It could be a very, very interesting Wednesday.
Not for me.
What do you mean?
I got nothing on the line.
I may, you know what? I may join the program Wednesday, just so I can.
Of course you will.
every time. You never
I can
haven't.
slap the professor around based on the fact that not only did I beat him, I crushed him. Okay, I like to hear what spin Tom can put on 1 and 5, 1 and 4.
Oh, he's gonna be coming through the
Okay?
gates like.
Mike is in the battle of his life against Tyler. And I can't win. And he actually thinks he's gonna win. So I'm very, very
And-
intrigued. No, you walked in here thinking you're gonna beat Tyler.
I
tonight.
said there's a chance, but I am confident.
You're confident, so you think you're going to beat Tyler. Tyler, who's already lost once to a comeback when I beat him. Remember that? Aaron Jones dropped a 38 burger on him. So Tyler's been in this spot before. There's a lot of storylines in play
Yeah,
for fantasy
Tyler going
football.
down 2 running backs in 1 week. Barkley and Gaskin out the door.
Yeah, one by injury, one by trade rate.
And I cannot wait to hear what everyone has to say on the Dream Team on Wednesday. So, okay, guys, that's it. We're going to sign on until next week. Hope everyone had a great week. We'll see you then. Adios.
Adios.